Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with another message you need to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out what message your angels have for you today. From the jump, I am hearing that you got a lot of people talking about the fact that you are super hot and super attractive. I feel like some of you may be surprised about this, but a lot of you know that you have this energy that just pulls people in even when you're not trying. But especially lately, people are thinking about you and talking about you, and people definitely want access to your energy, especially if you are single. There are people trying to figure out how they can get close to you, how they can ask you out. And I do feel that a lot of you are not really seeing this physically because people are scared and intimidated, and you guys are also giving off this energy of don't bother me. There's actually a person here that is asking around, and they're thinking maybe you're in a relationship because of how inaccessible you guys seem. I feel like my people out here in the collective, a lot of you do post maybe for work, or some of you are people that love social media, but you're very selective about the information you give out about yourself because you guys are aware of evil eye. I also feel some of you deleted your accounts or don't post at all and just kind of went ghost mode, and that is actually making people go crazy. And there is some of you out here in the collective that just started popping out again, and you had a noticeable glow up, and people are talking about that too as well. Even if you don't post, people are talking about the fact that you guys are looking good. And one of the main reasons I'm channeling in today is because you've pulled back your energy from a lot of things that just weren't serving you. You're going through a transformation, and you guys are just coming out on fire. I'm hearing people think that you are extremely attractive. They've always thought this way about you, but something about you is glowing. And whatever you're doing, keep up the good work. I feel, again, some of you have been just channeling your energy into bettering yourself, but there are some of you out there that are just having a divinely orchestrated glow up. I'm also hearing ever since you cut off certain people, you've just been glowing differently because sometimes you don't realize it, but people dim your energy, and a lot of people realize you guys did have this sex appeal and tried to kind of take some of that energy for themselves, whether it be past friends or even partners you guys have been with. You may not realize this, but when people get around you, they become even more popular. And that's another thing I'm hearing. I did do a live message in the past where I said you don't realize how popular you are, and this message is coming through again. You guys are extremely popular, and people are hearing or even telling others that you are hard to get. So don't even bother trying to pursue anything with you. Don't even bother trying to be friends with you. But I know that's not the truth. You guys are just selective, and you've been through a lot of betrayals and stuff like that. So you don't just let people into the door easily. Another thing I'm hearing as well is that you guys are hard to date because even if someone does have money or success, I'm hearing that one song that doesn't impress me much. Like, I really feel like a lot of you, yes, you would love for someone to have their life together, but you're also looking for something special or something divine in people. And that's why a lot of you have a hard time dating, because even when someone seemingly does have it all together, you feel like something is off. And don't worry, there's nothing wrong with you. You guys are definitely just waiting on God, your angels, to pick the right person for you. And that's another thing as well. People are talking to others about how they don't know how to pursue you because money doesn't seem to impress you. And again, some of you have been mistaken for being people that maybe were into just people who had a lot going for them, because somebody may have tried to go out of their way to buy your love and it didn't work. So they're thinking, oh, like they must want more, but they're not getting it. Like, you are someone who's genuine and you're looking for a genuine connection. With the clout chaser energy too coming in here, you guys are not clout chasers. And that is why some of you are successful on social media, or some of you don't even care for social media, but people care to check up on you, add you. I'm definitely getting some of you guys in the collective here. Like, maybe you made a private account because you wanted to look at, your kids' photos, or, you wanted to connect with your family or friends or whatever. And there's people that you have, like, from years ago trying to add you, still trying to holler at you. And you're like, ew, like, I'm definitely sensing that a lot of you don't even realize that if you try, you can make a business out of social media because of the attention that you guys get. And there are people here in the collective too, not all of you, that if you guys just posted yourself or your body, you would get the wrong type of attention. And that's why you kind of dim that side of yourself. But what I'm hearing is that, you are attractive for a reason. And some of you out there can use your attractiveness to get your message out there if that is something you dream on doing. But I'm definitely seeing a little bit of a split here. There's some of you in the collective, you don't care for the attention, you don't want to post, you want people to leave you alone. I get it. There's some of you out there that's like, I'm trying to use this energy, this gift in a positive way. I'm tired of people sexualizing me, so on and so forth. Whatever the case may be, you guys will figure it out. Just keep praying, keep doing you. But one thing I'm trying to tell you is that don't let anybody shame you for being you. Still pop off, still enjoy your life, offline or online, whatever it is you want to do here. That's what I'm hearing as well. But talk of the town I'm hearing is that you guys are mysterious, okay? So there is situations where you guys definitely have gone ghost, and people have gotten a peek at you, whether it was, at the grocery store or walking down the street, or, just doing your errands. people have seen you and said, oh my gosh, this person is looking really good. And there's also somebody here who they're going crazy thinking about you. And the craziest thing is that this person is like, is this person manifesting me? Like, it's collective over here thinking of me too. The truth is that you guys actually did something to pull away your energy from this person. Maybe it was a cord cut or a cleanse or prayer or just working on yourself. But basically you've cut off a cord from a certain person. And that's actually what's making them extra obsessive over you, because sometimes people have these attachments to you and they don't even realize that's what's going on. And there was somebody who kind of felt like, you know, you'd always be there for them or they can always come back to you. But lately, it's just not, your energy's not giving that anymore. And even if you do care about this person or you would be there for them, like, your energy is just not giving accessible. And I do feel like it was some events you guys had gone through that put you in this place. So some of you did go through a tough time, or you were just focused on other things. Some of you guys had, you know, health related issues you were focused on, whatever. There was something that definitely made you guys turn your energy inward. And there is somebody here who is extremely hot and bothered by it. And yeah, they definitely want to reattach those cords, broken promises. And yeah, I do feel that this individual is someone that maybe broke promises to you guys, and that's why you also pulled back your energy. What I am sensing is that, you know, and a lot of you guys have experienced this type of growth where, yeah, there's a type of, oh, I want to get over somebody and I'm doing all the work to try to do that. Then there's this other type of growth where you're just living your life and enjoying yourself and minding your own business. And then when this person comes back around, you completely lost attraction to them and you didn't even realize it. You always thought you'd be excited to hear from them, but you're like, I actually like the way my life is going now, right? So I'm kind of seeing in this situation, this person is going to reach out to you and you're going to know exactly who this is pretty soon. You're going to be like, oh, I know who this is. Like, I know who Alice was talking about, but yeah, this person is somebody that you guys had such a strong connection for a while. But again, something just happened here that caused a rift. And for some of you in the collective, maybe you did enter a new relationship or actually found better, and that's what's making this person go crazy. But it's almost what you're not saying and what you're not doing, what you're not posting, what you're not revealing to the world that is making this person nervous. Because what I'm hearing is that, collective, you guys have not been acting like your normal self, but the thing is that, like, these people don't know your normal self because you guys have a whole private inner world that people don't know about. But you're not acting like your normal self towards this person. You always kind of did check in or make yourself accessible, but I feel like you maybe even accidentally left this person on red or something like that. But yeah, I think a lot of you guys just got tired of the broken promises, or maybe you started to be the one that kind of made a broken promise or stopped following through or following up. Whatever it is, there's somebody here who's like, it's funny because I'm actually seeing this individual post more, try to do more. They're trying to get your attention in so many different ways, but the truth is that you're not even paying attention. Some of you guys have actually just went offline, you know, like just don't even post anymore. And some of you, you're just posting what you need to and just not even really looking at anything else. I do feel that I'm hearing, I channeled the message and it's called create, don't consume. Like, a lot of you are in this energy, or God and your angels trying to push you to be more of a creator than a consumer of other people's stuff, you know? And I know my people in the collective too. You guys are not the type to want to, you know, check up on everybody and see, maybe if they're your friend or family, you'll text them or call them or ask them how they're doing, but you're not using social media or divination or something strange to, like, you know, see how someone's doing. You're just going to reach out to them. But there's some people out here that are actually doing weird things, trying to figure out what you guys are up to, because they don't have the courage, or yeah, they don't have the courage to just ask you, you know, hey, what's up with you? Do you still are you interested in me, or do you not care about me anymore? Which I get, you know, because that could really put them on, you know, in a vulnerable position. God forbid, you know, we got on red here. What did I just say, guys? You accidentally left this person on red, and this has perplexed them because you've never been like that, or you started to do this. And again, I think for a lot of you, this has been on accident because you're just living your life and you're busy and you just got tired of this person's energy. You're outgrowing whatever it is, the cycle that they're in, while they were staying the same. So yeah, there's this person coming in here strongly though, because they have not reached out, but they are definitely just noticing that there's just something so different about you, and they have never been so attracted to you in their entire life. And I do feel that, yeah, for those that have been posting pictures, like, this person is just like scanning with their eyes. They're like, there is no way this person looks this good. It's just Photoshop, but it's not, you know? Yeah, if anything, like, this person is trying to post like everything is okay. It's kind of crazy, but what I'm hearing for this individual too is that they feel like you look so good, like even in person. So I think they're just like thinking back to the memories of you. And yeah, it's true for you guys too as well. Like, I'm not trying to diss anybody that does do a lot of Photoshop or whatever, but this person is saying to people or others that, like, you look as good as your pictures. So this person can even be showing people your photos. And yeah, whoever this person is, I do think that they brag about like knowing you or having experiences with you because of how amazing you are, but they definitely have some sort of issues here. And I do feel like they have brought you up to others or even talked about you to people, hoping that somebody has some information about you, about your whereabouts. And yeah, I think this person does want to reach out to you, but they're afraid of being left on red altogether because they feel like you've been kind of fading them out, you know, like that's how they've been feeling. Again, this could be in their head because, again, you guys don't even realize how much people view you in such a high light. Like what I'm hearing for collective is like you don't realize how attractive you are. You don't realize how hot you are. You don't realize how popular you are, how desirable you are. And that's the thing, because you've had situations where people treated you the opposite to try to save their ego. That's what I'm hearing as well. It is definitely this person's ego that is making them just not, you know, reach out or express their feelings. But, you know, this person is definitely talking to others about, you know, how attracted they are to you and how they still want a chance with you. Yeah, and I do feel that in the past, this person has been kind of fake in revealing, you know, how crazy about you they really were. They tried to play it cool and that did not work, you know? I feel for some of you out there in collective, you will find yourself in a different or new relationship with someone that is not afraid to put themselves out there and express how they feel. And, you know, I feel for some of you are in that new relationship, and that's making this person go crazy because you pulled back your energy, you're being mysterious. And yeah, I do think this is the type of person that maybe they did post others or got to another relationship to try to one-up you. So if you guys, this is an ex, like an ex-husband, ex-wife, like they're in a new relationship and they're worried about what you're doing, right? And they're posting it up, trying to prove to everybody they're in a happy relationship because it's all for show. But for you out there, collective, either, you know, you are in a relationship or it doesn't matter. You're not posting anything to try to prove anything. Like that's what I'm hearing. And if you are in a relationship, you guys are not the type to just post that like in a fake way. You know, it's like very authentic what you guys do. And your authenticity is what makes you guys so attractive, like for sure. We got breadcrumbing, yeah. And you guys are on this whole other level where you don't even really accept breadcrumbing. You take breadcrumbs as nothing. Like you might as well have not even texted me at all. You got somebody trying to breadcrumb you and it's just not working because you're not even noticing it. You're not even seeing it. Behind the mask, we got ghosted, yeah. Deep down, whoever this person is, they're just terrified of being ghosted by you, and that's why their behavior is so weird. And again, I do feel like you guys were the type to, you know, check up on this person at least like every couple months or say something to them. And lately they feel like they've been the one that has to reach out. And yeah, and I feel some of us could be in this person's head. You're like, you know, I just stopped trying to do all the effort. Like they're just someone who wants me to chase them, and good for you. One of the reasons why collective, you guys are so attractive lately is your self-love. Like, on my first channel, you guys could check it out. I recently did pick a card reading. I think collective would like that one. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'll post it below. But my pick a card reading, my first channel, was mainly love readings. So it was crazy to me when I would read these readings and find out like how attracted these people really were to you guys and how they really viewed you. And the reality was that a lot of these people just had these personal issues that they just couldn't move past. And yeah, what I'm seeing is that this person here is exactly that. Like they're playing games, like they're just being completely like, they're not, like their actions do not reflect what they feel. And that's like the most annoying situation here. So I'm even saying this too. And I try to keep these PG, like, you know, because we have all different audience here and this is YouTube. But what I am really hearing is that like this person is fantasizing you in a spicy way, you know? Like, that's what I'm hearing, and you guys can feel that. Like, sometimes you can feel a wave of, like, that type of energy, you know? I know for my people who get it, you know, you guys can let me know below if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Sometimes out of nowhere you feel a little, like, yeah, and some of you, it has gone that far, where this person has just been thinking about you at night, and even when they're with other people, which is so bizarre, but that's the pull you guys have, and why sometimes this creates other enemies in your life, you know? Because people can sense that other people from your past are not over you, but they don't have the courage or the bravery to actually just reach out or tell you how they feel or put their heart on the line. But the right person will, I'm hearing as well. So don't worry that it's not always going to be that way. Short-term obstacles, union. And again, the reason why a lot of people just choose not to act on this is because when you have this level of attractiveness, powerfulness, sex appeal, people find that hard to control. They like, I cannot be around this. Like, it makes me insecure, it makes me jealous. Like, And so there's somebody here that just did not go with the option of choosing you or pursuing you in a certain way because it made them feel out of control, or some of your relationship fell off because of these reasons. They couldn't handle, what you guys embodied, the divine feminine masculine energy. And yeah, you guys are highly desired and highly sought after. And I hate to use that word high value because of the, the messiness that people use it with. But it truly, what is someone who's truly high value? Like, you are high in demand and rare. That's what a high value person is, and you guys are valued very highly by the people around you. And this isn't even like a sexual thing. This is like you're highly valued by your friends, by your family, in the workplace. Like, people are looking for you. They're checking for you. And I do feel collective has gone through a transformation where you were burnt out and tired and you just made your energy extremely exclusive, and it may have even been an accident. Like, you just didn't have the time, the energy to just put into different things, and you even were wondering what's wrong with me. So a lot of you out there were doing prayers or even, cord cutting and stuff and calling back your power, and you accidentally just pulled back your power from a lot of people, and it made them just basically go feral over you, just thinking, like, what's going on collective? What are they up to? What are they doing? Where they've been? I have to see them. I have to be with them. Like, that's how people are right now. That's what I'm hearing. And one person in particular, this past love, this person, they're coming in very, very strongly. And again, I know that for those that are new here, or even my first channel, I've always talked about this. I don't really even like the twin flame concept because I think it could be toxic. We are whole on our own, and we have a lot of soulmates, and sometimes we feel a strong connection, and that's extremely toxic, and we think that, that's it. But sometimes, like, you feel like someone's your other half, or you feel like craziness because of how strongly this person feels about you and thinks about you and obsesses over you. And that's why a lot of times it can actually just be a toxic soul tie. But nonetheless, I do feel like this person could be researching twin flame or whatever, or researching soulmates or something like that, because there's somebody here who feels so strongly for you right now that they don't even know what to do about it, and their only solution is to actually pull back their energy even more, like, because they see you doing that and they're like, well, I'm gonna do that too, but something is gonna happen where this person's gonna reach out because they're like, dang, like, again, I feel this too as well, especially for my feminine energies out there, but sometimes my masculines too can agree. Like, when you're a spiritual person, sometimes you feel the connection stronger and quicker than the other person. And I do think this is one of those connections where this person had so much stuff going on, so many issues, so many situations, like, so much mess that, like, they couldn't clearly feel that connection as clear and concisely the way that you guys felt it at the time. It was like, sure, it was like a clear, yeah, like, I'm gonna go towards this, type of vibe. But for this person, they had so much mess going on that they pushed it away, they repressed it, never healed, all that stuff. So now that this person is in, like, a settled place in their life in one way or another, or they have some quiet time and they're doing a bit of growth, I guess, in their own way, just because they're away from certain things that was distracting them in the past. Like, it feels as though this person is feeling this connection almost with the intensity that you guys did at one point. Does that make sense? Like, they're feeling it now. I think that might be karma too as well. Like, and they're thinking maybe you feeling it too. So that's what I'm hearing. Let's see who else is, like, talking about how hot and attractive you are. You guys do have, like, collective, you guys can be annoyed about this, but there's a lot of people who, like, copy you and emulate you. And what I'm hearing as well is that even people of the same gender notice your sex appeal, notice, like, your pull, notice how people are gravitated towards you. So they start acting and talking and walking and just doing things the same way that you guys do. And I feel like that's another reason why a lot of you out there have kind of gone hermit or been more reclusive, because you've noticed that people are befriending you because they want a taste of, like, whatever you guys have. Like, you do have this noticeable energy, this pull that people are like, okay, like, I need to figure out what this person's doing. And even people of the same gender could be kind of creepy and want to be like you. And that's what I'm sensing too as well. Like, say you guys do something a certain way, or you started dating a certain type of person, you might have a friend here or someone here is like, oh, I'm dating someone like that too now. Like, like, you're like, oh, I just started dating, let's just say, like, a Cancer. And they're like, oh, I'm dating a Cancer now too. Like, I don't know, what I'm kind of getting is that people do copy you guys. So that's why a lot of you are kind of creeped out and not showing so much of yourself, because you're tired of people trying to copy your every move, where you're at, what you're doing. It's weird. It's creepy. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm hearing as well that people really do value your advice. So for those out there who like to give, like, dating advice or help advice to people have taken your advice and it has helped them a lot. So, keep up what you're doing. Some of you guys, you do have to give advice for your job and stuff. What I'm hearing as well is that there definitely has been people in the workplace that are extremely attracted to you guys, but again, like, see, like, I got choked up, like, they haven't said much about it because, like they want to keep the boundaries there. But really the word on the street is that you guys are just extremely unattainable. And again, you've always had this energy, hence why even this person that was coming through in the reading couldn't really pursue you all the way, because they couldn't have control over the situation. And I know a lot of you are loyal out there, but it's like the people can't stand that they can't control the way that other people desire for you and lust over you and obsess over you, even though that's outside of your control. And that's what I'm seeing here. Like, there is a person here who is realizing the way that people think and feel and obsess over you and even go dark mode on you, that is completely out of your control. And they may even took it out on you at the time, like, or was angry at you or jealous, you know, and they're looking back at it like, wow, I really lost, you know, a real one. And I actually have been experimenting a little bit by channel memberships, like different ways of doing things. You know, I'm still doing live shows over there. I just kind of took a little break because I was taking on a lot of energy. So I'm still doing the videos the old way too as well. I know some of you guys like this style too, the pre-recorded, especially when I'm traveling, whatever. But I just did a message on my channel memberships. You guys might want to check that out. You know, it's just, I believe now on mobile, they put the join button like right under my account. You guys can see it. But people are realizing that they lost out on a real one. And this is an authentic person. This kind of ties into today's message, because what I'm hearing is that the reason why you guys are so attractive to people is because you're so real, you're so raw, you're so authentic. And a lot of times people are almost scared of what you are because they've never experienced anything like it. And on top of it, you guys don't really care to persuade people to be with you, or you don't care to charm people. You know how to charm people, but you don't feel that that's necessary in finding a match. You feel like it's almost better to put up your guard and see if they, you know, have what it takes to be your partner, especially with spiritual warfare and everything else going on here. But over time, people who don't want to put in the work or who are intimidated of what you are may go with an option that tells them everything they want to hear. And again, I'm picking up this energy on this individual. It's coming through again. This person went towards things, people, situations that were just telling them what they wanted to hear, but realized they were inauthentic. And I am going to be a little shady on this too, with the photoshopped image and this and that. Like, somebody here is losing attraction to their partner, to the person, to the situation that they're in, because it was never authentic. And not only that, they went with a lesser attractive individual. And I'm not trying to throw shade at all. Like, this is just what I'm seeing. And, you know, I'm being real today, guys. We're coming back with a real energy here. But they want someone less attractive because they thought that would make that person more real. And I don't know why people have this idea that attractive people are the most manipulative ones or whatever. Anybody could be manipulative no matter what they look like. If anything, it's the insecure people you should watch out for, right? So there's somebody here they were noticeably less attractive than you, but they thought they controlled this person or even turned them into you, and it's just not working out that way. And it comes to find out this person is toxic and needy and just not what they signed up for, and just the opposite of what they want in a person. And when people heal, they realize what their toxic side is attracted to is not exactly what they're actually attracted to. Like, your insecurities are attracted to a needy, codependent person you can control, not your actual soul, your personality, who you are. So yeah, someone's reflecting on a time, maybe you went out dancing with this person or something like that, or they wish, I'm hearing that one song, I should hold your hand, I should took you out dancing. And also as well, like, somebody is upset here because their partner just does not give them great advice, and no one's really checking for their person like that, you know? And it's crazy because it's like almost like the things that they were jealous of about you, the attention you got, the fans you guys had, your advice that people valued, how attractive you were to others, all these things that kind of turned them off because they were insecure is actually what they miss about you, because no one is checking for them like that. No one's checking for their person like that. And when you were around, maybe things were crazy because people were jealous, you know, or whatever, but stuff was popping, and there's just nothing popping off in this person's life right now. And do they deserve you? Absolutely not. But we're just telling you why this person's obsessed with you right now, why they think you're so hot, why they think you're so amazing, and why they just didn't pursue it at the time, because they have issues, you know? And yeah, like, to be continued in reverse. Like, there's someone here who truly thinks their time with you is not up yet. Yeah, so what I'm seeing is that you guys do have a lot of admirers. And another thing as well, people are talking about how there is really nothing to say about you. Like, I know a lot of you get so annoyed because people love to gossip about you, hence why you may have toned it down or mind your own business right now. But the truth is that you can't escape it, because even when you guys don't tell anybody what you have going on or not sharing with people, people make up stories and narratives. So there's a few narratives going on about you guys, and the reason why people are obsessed with talking about you is because there's something so attractive about you. And I am saying that, if you guys did post a lot, you would get views, but some of you guys realize those views don't even feel good because they feel like evil eye or people prying, and you could feel that sticky, weird energy. But I do feel for some of you, maybe you do want to create a TikTok or a YouTube or something, teaching, talking about your experiences, whatever. People will watch you because your energy is attractive. And another thing as well, there have been people in the past that may have tried to tell you or talk about you to others, saying, oh, the only reason why people watch you is because you're attractive and and they just care about your looks. But that is just simply not the case, because there's plenty of super attractive people that don't have the pull that you guys have. And I know you guys have seen it too. There's plenty of times, like, I've been on, social media platforms, and I see like one of the most attractive people I've ever seen physically, and no one's really even checking for them like that. I'm like, this person deserves more views. But sometimes it's just the energy and the aura that's what draws people into as well. Or there's more to attraction than, or even, not to say there's anything wrong with not getting a lot of attention, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like, sometimes people don't even get the validation. Like, they can get a lot of views, but not the interactions, because people are jealous and stuff like that too. So I'm just saying, like, don't use the outside world as validation as, how attractive you are. Just go by, the messages that we see here today. Oh, not only my messages, but you guys know, look at the mirror, I am hot and I know it. Okay. I want you guys to comment below if you've made it this far, but that's what I'm trying to say here. It's like a lot of you guys are like, I just don't know if this is true about me, Alice, because I don't feel that way about myself. But a lot of you guys just get so much evil eye, or you stop posting or doing certain things because you didn't realize that people were envious of the attention you got. Or when you popped off, like, it always caused someone to get obsessed with you, or some evil eye. Or even then, you've had relationships that shattered because of the way that other people looked at you and obsessed over you, and it made your partners insecure or your friendships insecure. So, word on the street is that you guys are super hot, and you're looking even hotter, that you're glowing up. Some of you, that you are with your soulmate or something. That's why you're not being bothered anymore, or that you found your soulmate. I'm seeing as well that, some of you may not realize this, but even friends, like, may have stopped being friends with you or hanging out with you because they didn't like to compete with you or saw how attractive you got. There is a friendship here that ended because of this person's jealousy, and you may have ended it for other reasons, or vice versa. But there was somebody who could not stand the fact that their friends were telling them, and it doesn't even mean, this is not even just like people of the same like people of the different gender, or people who were interested in you romantically. There was just, like, say it's a feminine energy friend, they had other feminine energy friends talk about you guys, being like, wow, like, your friend, like, collective here is extremely attractive, or they're looking really good lately. What are they doing? What's their secret? And this person's like, why am I not getting the compliments? Like, sometimes people can't handle the amount of attention and compliments and high viewingness that people see you in. And you had a friend here that was getting extremely turned off by the fact that people were telling them you were glowing up instead of telling them they were glowing up. Like, so yeah, you guys had to get rid of this person because, like, they were getting desperate for attention and desperate for these compliments, weren't really working on themselves. And that's what makes people kind of turned off by them. Because this is another thing too, and I want to leave this message at that. One of the reasons why you guys are so attractive is because you don't care to be attractive. You don't care to be looked at. You guys just care about what you're here to do. You care about God's purpose for you. Yeah, and you guys care about your health and your wellness and your energy, which makes you glow in a different way. Like, and I think a lot of you here in Collective did kind of make a shift towards focusing on your health and getting rid of bad habits, but you knew the worst habits were these people. Like, once you kind of rid these energies from your life, or this particular person, the ironic thing is that this person was hearing in the course of them being friends with you how attractive you were looking and doing, and how amazing you are. Even people of the opposite gender too were saying, oh, I want to date this person, let me holler at your friend, and this person never really told you any of this, but there could have been certain things that happen that are making you realize that this is your story, because what I'm hearing for this collective group too as well is that you guys are my attractive people that no one wants to tell is attractive. You guys are my attractive people that you only get, this evil eye, and then you get weirdo obsessive people, like, energetically. And this is because of your energy being so unique. Like, people don't know how to approach or talk to you about this obsession they have with you. They think it's not normal, and they're almost, and I feel for some people who admire you guys, they're almost like disgusted by themselves. They're like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this person. I don't like it. I'm not going to tell them this, or I don't know why I'm so attracted to this person. I don't know why I'm fantasizing about this person. And you just have that energy that makes people, I'm hearing like a Neptunian energy. Some of you guys have Pisces in your chart, fantasize, people rather fantasize than actually pursue something with you. However, what they are willing to do is talk to others about this, or even tell people that, like, mutual links, like, as like a buffer, or to, not to say something to you, but because they don't feel like you want to be bothered by this, but they will tell people that, like, oh my gosh, this person is so attractive, like, their energy, something about them is so different, like, I want to get to know them. And yeah, you've had friends and people in your life be like, oh, they're not going to be interested in you, like, push other people away. Like, you've had a lot of third parties encourage others not to pursue you, not to talk to you. Maybe some of them are right, like, don't bother collective because they're in a relationship, they don't want to hear from you, or don't bother collective because they're not interested in people like you. Like, maybe some of you guys had people who had your back that were protecting your energy. But I think for some of you guys out there, for a fact that even if that was your friend, they'd tell you, like, oh, hey, this person was trying to holler at you, but I told them, you were not interested. Are you, But there's a person here that you guys are friends with that had such a heavy amount of people actually approach them to get to you or ask about you or to talk about you that it affected your friendship really badly. And I mean, this person was not working on themselves and they needed that validation and they just never got it. And so that's why your relationship started to crumble, because it seemed like, yeah, you guys have fans of your craft or your creativity or whatever it's your personality. But now you guys, well, you always did, but now even more so, you guys have crafts, fans of your people, of how you look, like just how you show up, how you carry yourself, how you dress yourself, your body, your skin, your hair, your face, like your self-expression. Like there's something extra going on here where people want an extra peek at you. They want another picture of you. They want to see more of you. And there's like, you're almost depriving people of this energy, which is giving you guys this level of value. Whereas like people like this person here, no offense to them, but it's like, they're not getting the attention and validation, so they keep posting more and more, doing more and more, acting more and more scandalous, trying more and more to get attention. You guys know what I'm talking about here. Like, they're doing so much, and it's just not giving. They're losing popularity. But it was like, when you were around, they got that boost. And also, another thing as well is that when people are good to you, and they take care of you, so does the universe. They also get that love and support and validation, whatever they need from God and the universe, to lift them up. But they were not getting that the moment they started turning on you or turning people away from you or getting jealous of this or just like, yeah. You have a lot of admirers. Also, as well, funny thing too, as well, another thing I'm hearing people say, if you guys have a sibling too, I feel like people try to tell your sibling like that you're attractive and it annoys them. Like, say you have a younger brother, like maybe like their friends, like say you're a feminine energy, or you have like a younger sister or older sister or whatever. People have commented on your sibling about how attractive you are. And, that's funny too as well. That could be conversation happening and they'd be like, ew, don't tell me that. They're not going to like tell you because it's weird, but like people have been like, oh, let me holler at your sister. And they're like, what the hell, That's kind of what I'm hearing too. Like people want to, and obviously not that, like depending on, how old they are and whatever situation it is, it could be weird. But, how they say it is going to be different, depending on the age group. But some of you, yeah, I'm hearing for collective, like say you guys are, in your 20s or your late 20s, like you could have like a cousin and a cousin's friend that's like 7 years younger than you, and they're talking about you in this way, and you guys be like, that's weird, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a situations where you guys would find it weird, or someone would find it weird to tell you this, but like people are saying, oh, that your cousin is hot, oh, your sister is hot, oh, your brother's hot, like, and that's like what word in the street is, like, yo, like, can I holler at them? Can I talk to them? And they're like, no, like, I think they're a little old for you, huh? Like, or, or a little young for you, huh? Like, like some of it's weird, and I am sensing that. And some of you kind of know this is happening, like you've had people tell you this, so it's not crazy. And I know some of you guys in collective are a little weirded out by, people even extremely older than you or younger than you giving you attention, but that just shows you guys how strong your pull is, that like people just, no matter what it is, like they find themselves drawn to you. And I just think that a lot of guys just are straight up attractive, and you have your own way of being. You're in a league of your own because of the way you carry yourself. And of course, I do have to say this. You guys got to watch out for this. I always tell you guys this, but because you guys have that, healer's energy, you're going to attract a lot of people with wounds that are like, kind of seeking that energy you guys embody. So whether it be friends or, people you date, you have that motherly, fatherly vibe too, that protector, that provider, that nurturer, whatever it is that people really, that's rare. And that's the thing as well, when people have gifts and they can see through the veil, when they know when they see something different, no matter how old or young they are, they're like, there's something different about that person. I need to have them, And that's what people kind of notice about you. People who have spiritual gifts tend to pick you out of the lot very easily. People who are more in tune, people who are more sensitive to the world, even people who have a little more darker aspects or people who need healing. They can see you, they can spot you from a mile away, even narcissists, right? Because there's a light to you that is unexplainable and it's extremely attractive. And some of you guys may resonate with this, but what I'm trying to say too as well is some of you guys really do have a healer's energy, and that could transmute to your sex appeal, So when you're with people, they have a hard time letting go of you or, releasing that energy. So I hope that makes sense today. I try to keep it a little clean, but you got a lot of people fantasizing about you. A lot of people think you're hot. A lot of people think you're mysterious. A lot of people think you're attractive. If you guys, have Instagram or whatever, you got a lot of people that just look at your pictures like, ooh, drooling. And I know a lot of you are aware that some people are even doing weird stuff, like printing out your picture and putting it on their wall. Like, there's a level of weirdness. And I do feel that my people here in Collective could make money just off your looks. And some of you guys do, let me know if that's you. But for some of you out there, it's like even if you do that, like you want to know if you can do more than that, you definitely can. And for my people out there who, you're trying to distract from that aspect of yourself because you want people to listen to what you have to say. But I think it's a combination of people valuing you that makes you so attractive, like who you are. And so don't ever dim yourself for others. And I do feel for most of you guys out there, like you seriously are the type of person to try to, cover yourself up and hide instead of stepping out. But because you feel so uncomfortable with this attention that you kind of know that people are, fantasizing about you and stuff. But if it's inevitable and you gotta, show up to be what God put you here to do, definitely just try to ignore that weirdness. And I think a lot of this is admiration. And I also want to say this too as well, Collective, it's not just weird energy. It's also like people who want to be like you. Even if you're masculine energies, other masculine energies, like maybe admiring your physique or the way you carry yourself or the way you present yourself, the way you do your hair, the way that you move and operate. They see it works for you, so they want to figure out how they can apply it to their own lives. And for my feminines out there too, the way you carry yourself, the way that you dress, the way that you talk, the way you speak, the way you do your makeup, your hair, whatever it is that you're doing, other feminine energies want to know how can I get Collective over here? So because they see that it works for you, that people are attracted to you, that people want to listen to you. And so there's a positive aspect of this. And I think a lot of you guys definitely can sell a course on just how to be like you. Although I don't feel like you guys would really want to teach that because you're just authentic. And that's what people need to realize. It's you just being in tune with yourself, what works for you. Having your own style, your own flair, and also not even giving an F. A lot of people are making the first mistake by copying or trying to be like someone else so much. But really, it's the self-love and the confidence that you guys have, even when you feel at your lowest. You're never going to compromise who you are, and you're never going to sell yourself short to make other people happy or even sell yourself. And I do feel like you guys are not one to even be scandalous to get attention. This appeal that you have is internal, and it's almost more about what you guys are not doing and not showing than what you're showing too much of. You get what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. And this is not even a shaming message because I know I have people across the board here. Some of you guys are ones that do make money off your looks, and some of you guys don't post at all, don't want to be seen at all, but your message is still the same. You are extremely attractive, and it just depends on how you guys handle this type of energy. Some of you don't really like this type of energy, and I kind of get it too, because that's why also when some of you guys just want to be known for what you're putting out there and not necessarily what you look like. And I completely get that. But the talk is about what you look like lately because, when you are that attractive, people are shocked. And I do feel for some of you that have been being low key or you have faceless channels or whatever, people could be saying about you oh my gosh, this person's actually so attractive. Some guys wrote a book or something and people look you up wow, the person who wrote this book is hot and smart. People are always shocked when they see that extra layer of, yes, you're attractive, but all the other things you can't do. And that's what people talk about. And then there's a mysteriousness. They want to Google. They want to find out more. Are you married? Do you have kids? Where do you come from? What's your nationality? Do you speak other languages? Where'd you grow up? And none of that information is accessible to them. And it drives them crazy. So, yeah. People want to know more about you guys. Maybe some of you guys are going to monetize that. Some of you guys are just going to be well, none of your business. That's the information for my friends and family only, And yeah, that's the message I have for you guys today. So, this was a fun message to do. I definitely channeled in basically today's message was, people are finding you hot and mysterious lately because you pulled back your energy, but you've always had this energy, but especially lately, you guys are powering up and getting ready to do something big, and that's definitely what's drawing a lot of people to you as well. But yeah, especially lately, you got a lot of people that are going to be hot and bothered by you and had enough and want to pursue you. And I do foresee you guys getting hit up by a few people trying to circle the block, wondering why they're even more obsessed with you lately. And you got a lot of new admirers coming in too as well. So keep popping off and showing up, you know? That's what I'm seeing for you guys. And yeah, you guys straight up are ascending too. So that's another reason why there's an extra layer of people just thinking about you very, very highly. There is something about you guys that is brand new. And I do feel that a lot of you are just kind of in a hermit mode until you decide to pop out again. And even then, the talk's going to be even more crazy when you guys start really popping off. Because I feel like this is kind of like a transition where you guys are going to be even doing more. And for those that are in hiding right now, like, I feel some of you may switch it up and start showing up more and just embracing, you know, this new attractiveness that you are, even though it could be uncomfortable. And I feel like you guys always had this energy. You're just ridding yourself of the energies, the people, the mindsets, and the situations that dim this off of you, or the people that stole this energy off of you even, or drained it off or used it for their benefit. You're like, no, I'm going to pop out and shine for me, you know? And that's what I'm seeing here. And then you guys are also choosing now friends and partners and people around you that want you to glow and shine. So that's going to double this energy instead of dim it. So yes, people are saying you look really good lately. So if you have found yourself in a new relationship or doing something different, it's working. It's making you glow and shine. So keep up the good work. I hope you guys like this message, and I'll see you guys all next time. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so you don't miss a thing, especially my live shows, okay? They're a lot of fun. All right. Love you guys. Bye.